Hey guys, welcome back to another unboxing video, and today it's not an unboxing, it's more of a review. I promise you guys I'll do a review of these headphones. These are the Under Armour Project Rock wireless headphones. I was one of the first few to actually get this pair when it got released in July. So I run it through its paces, I've gone through several workout sessions, I've drained the battery one time. So I think let's get straight into it. So please forgive me if I mess it up because it's my first time, but I've got my notes here, so let's get straight into it. Okay, in terms of the fit, okay, I've seen websites and videos online, they say that these are over-the-ear headphones, but actually these are not. It clearly says on the box these are on-ear headphones, unless you have small ears and maybe this will fit you, but I don't think so. I think these are just basically on-ear, so don't get too confused about that. Alright, okay, in terms of the fit, for me personally, I think these are great. I've got a very big head, as you can see, and it fits me really well. So you can see right here, so side profile, front. Alright, it's not too bad. I don't have to extend it all the way down, but in terms of fit, it keeps it quite fit to my head. Alright, so that's not too bad. On top of that, I also wear glasses, so it doesn't feel like it's pressing against my ear so much, unless of course it's over prolonged use. That's understandable because based on the design of on-ear headphones, I mean, you expect this to be over time give you a little bit of pressure, but that's understandable, so I won't fault them for that. Because I sweat quite a lot, and you know, after about an hour I sweat like profusely, like nobody's business. So these do tend to get really wet, but because of the material, which is quite breathable, in fact it's very breathable, it keeps your ear very cool. Alright, you don't feel like it's like heating up your ear at all. And that's a good point. So what I like about it is that, you know, it doesn't slip out of your head. I mean, of course I have a big head, but I believe that it's good enough. It kind of adapts to it, and because of the thick material of the ear cushions, so there's a bit of play here in terms of fit, and you kind of like, you know, adjust it, so it's not too bad. It kind of conforms to the shape of your head because of these sponge-like ear cushions. Alright, so these are not made in leather. As you can see here, these are made of this what Under Armour calls it as a super vent material. So think of it as like a sponge, and they wrap it around this kind of mesh-like material, if you can see it right here. So it's very breathable. You know, there's plenty of play with your ears in terms of the flexibility of these ear cushions. So these are very thick and very good compared to other earphones where it's made of leather, and over time it'll stink, it'll kind of deteriorate the color and texture and all that kind of terrible stuff. So these are definitely made for the gym, and definitely a plus in terms of fit. Right, in terms of sweat resistance, again, these are pretty good. I can just throw them around, throw them in the bag, in the case, and I don't have to worry about it. But because, like I said earlier, I tend to sweat quite a bit, so the sweat tends to retain here inside the ear cushions, and what happens is because of the ventilation that is provided by the super vent material, it does dry out over time, so that's a good thing. I never had any problems with the function and all that, because it, you know, my head tends to kind of wet these pretty quick after an hour in the gym. So yeah, it's pretty good in that sense. What else? Let me go through my notes first as well. Okay, because of this material and it's breathable, you tend to have some noise leak. Alright, so this is understandable compared to leather, of course. So there will be some noise leak, especially if you max out the volume. Portability wise, they come with this hard carrying case. Now this carrying case is very nicely designed. As you can see here, you got the Project Rock, or the Rock's Brahma Bull logo here, and you got these vents here, right? Now these vents are meant to dry out the wet headphones. You can just throw them in the bag, but I find that it's best to just leave these in the open rather than keep them here. I think aesthetically they do look nice, but I think in terms of the effectiveness of these vents, not so much. Alright, but this carrying case is really nice. This triangular metal thing here, clip, is very sturdy. And you've got the netting here, which is very nice. You've got the material here, which doesn't soak up sweat at all. You know, I just dropped this in after the workout and all that, and it still smells really good. Back to the sweat again. Because of the breathability, I don't find that these even retain odor. You know, some people when they sweat, they got all kind of they stink basically. So, but with these, for some reason, maybe I don't stink or whatever, but I have not actually washed these yet. You know, I've gone through like, I think more than 20 workout sessions, like each session is about 1 hour plus ish, and I have not actually washed these out yet. Now these ear cushions are removable, but I have not removed them yet. I have not washed them. I've just preferred to dry them out in the open, and so far it's been great. It doesn't smell, it just smells like brand new after it dries off. I don't know whether it's because of the super vent material, but I've got this t-shirt which is also made of super vent, if you can see, and this also don't stink. This has some anti-odor properties, and I believe this will have the same thing as well, so that's also a great plus. Yep. The wireless feature is great. I could receive calls and all that good stuff. What else? Music wise, okay, in terms of the music, sorry if I'm going all over the place, but in terms of music quality, I have to say it's very punchy. The bass is very good. Mids and lows pretty standard wise, but because these are gym headphones, you would want them to have that punchy sound, and these will deliver, because it's got that JBL charge sound and all that thing, and I felt that it's really good in terms of giving you that push, so that you can push out the extra reps, push yourself harder, and that's what you want in a set of headphones. You want to listen to music that gives you that beat and that punchy sound, so it makes you want to go harder and harder. Alright, so these definitely deliver in that sense. Weight wise, it's not very light, it's not very heavy, it's just nice, and I like that a lot, although it does look a little bit heavier than it really is. Now in terms of the design, it's got a matte finish, which I really appreciate. I mean, some headphones like Beats and all that, it's got that glossy kind of plastic, makes it look quite cheap. And you got all the fingerprints, especially after you work out and all that stuff. You got the moisture in your fingers, so you don't want that all over your headphones. So these are great because they are all matte finish. This is made of soft rubber, so it's really great. So it's really sturdy. It's got that hardcore, you know, no nonsense kind of headphone design. So, and yet it's quite discreet in terms of its design, because again, some people may find that this Brahma Bull logo is a bit too much, but to me, I think it's great. It's discreet, it's black. Then you've got this blood, sweat, and respect. It's quite discreet, and all black, all good, all sexy. That's what I like. It felt really durable. I dropped it once or twice, I think, and it really holds up. The joints here, especially, as you can see, it's got metal components, and you can definitely tell it's going to be really sturdy. The one thing I found quite interesting, if you look at other headphones, when you look at this, the extension underneath is actually a battery. I'm not sure how many headphones actually design their how many brand companies kind of do their headphones like this, but for this headphone, for the extension, you can see there's actually a tiny slim battery underneath the metal piece here, so that's really cool. And it feels really good, you know, when you slide in and out. So it feels very sturdy. It's not cheap, it doesn't have that clicky sound, you know, and it feels really good. We talked about music. Okay, in terms of sound isolation, these are not... Oh, hang on. Back again. Sorry, I had to take a call. So let's do it quickly. So sound isolation wise, it's pretty standard because of the mesh design. You tend to have some sound leak. All right. But in terms of the music, and once it's turned on almost to the max volume, everything else is kind of silenced, so that's good. Okay, comfort, as you can see, comfort wise is great. I've been using it for my gym workout sessions. Each hour is about an hour plus, so I had no ear fatigue or any pain or pressure in my temple or my ears. So these are great, partly because of the thickness of the ear cushions. So these are great comfort wise. The True Talk feature is also great. I've tested it on several occasions. You just press this button and every sound around you, the ambient sound or in the voice of the person that's talking to you is kind of amplified, and you also can hear your voice in kind of like a mechanical way. That's how I kind of described it, but definitely it works. It's great. I've got a few people that came up to me during my gym sessions and they heard me clearly. I could hear my own voice clearly, just to make sure that I didn't shout or raise my voice. I didn't speak too softly. These were definitely great. Looks wise, it's very masculine, it's hardcore, it's meant what it's supposed to be, which is gym headphones, no nonsense kind of thing. It's not meant to be flashy. It's got bits and pieces of the rock branding here and there, and I think it's great. Because of the matte finish, it's also good because some of the headphones, other headphone tends to have that plastic build which is glossy and all that, so it tends to capture a lot of your fingerprints, and especially after a sweaty session you tend to have disgusting fingerprints all over the place. This one is great. It's got the matte finish, it's got the soft rubber texture here, which is great. In terms of the sweat resistance, as I mentioned earlier, these ports here, which is the USB and the earphone jack, these are not exposed. It's got that cover, which is great, so that if you splash water on it, it won't go into the circuitry and spoil it. Unlike Beats and all that claim to be like sweat resistant, they do tend to have that port open. They don't have that enclosure, so over time it will kind of break down for sure. But with these Project Rock headphones, no problem at all. Battery life 16 hours, that's what they've said. Definitely 16 hours. I pushed this, I think, to about that kind of range, and yep, 16 hours definitely. Price wise, $250. I paid $50 extra for shipping and all that. These are only sold in the United States, in the Under Armour US site. I was the first few to get these, like I mentioned. And in terms of price wise, they will be coming out with a standard earphone edition, which is called the Sports Train wireless earphones. All right, those will be sold by JBL. Now those are $50 cheaper. I think they retail for $200. I think they're already out, but they don't have this kind of like Project Rock bits and pieces here. I've seen it before. They just got the Under Armour branding here. I think JBL here, Under Armour here, and the Rock case here. For the one that they sell, the standard model, it would not be as good as this one. This one has the straps and of course the Brahma Bull logo. That one only has the Under Armour logo and no straps whatsoever. It looks really, really plain. This tagline is also not there. So $50 extra for these exclusive Project Rock editions definitely is worth it in my opinion. Negatives. Okay, the negative I find... Sorry, battery cut off. So continuing on with my takeaway conclusion, the True Talk works great. The look is fantastic. Quality of the music great as well. Punchy. In terms of the look, I think you definitely invite a lot of curious eyes. People will come up to you. In fact, a lot of people have come up to me and say, "Oh, what are these?" and things like that. So these are definitely head turners, I would say. Folding design, again I mentioned, not so great. Max volume not as loud as it should be, but overall price wise, these these are priced right. All right, so no complaints, no issues so far. I've run it through like till it kind of stops, and so far no complaints whatsoever. I've been using it. In fact, I've been looking forward to using this in the gym quite often than not, because of the quality of the music. It's great. It definitely gives that beat that you need to actually push through your workout. Alright, so that's all I have. Follow me on IG at LKHOE23. Hope you like the video. Subscribe, comment, hit that bell button, and if you like this kind of content, do let me know. Alright, bye.